Just bear with me a moment. I'm a wee bit busy. I'll be right with you. Well, welcome back. I am digging blindly for treasure because apparently can't figure out where the balls it is. More earthworms. Well, that's good. We're set for a fishing trip anyway. But that's about it. Nope. No. 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 Oh my god. Come on. It's gotta be here somewhere. There we go. There we go. Gotcha. Whoa. Come on, boys, line up. There's a good lad. Captain's chest. That's a one. Will you bugger off? Better things to do than deal with you. Sorted. Right up against the rocks, or... No, can't be that far down. Can't be that far down. Surely not. But it ain't here. That's for sure. Oh, for God's sake. Long for barrier there. Right about there. There we go. Right about there. There we go. Oh, I'm on a roll now. Oh, crap. Hello, boys. Nice to see you. Come on, fellas. Burn in hell. There we go. Oh, look at that. Haven't missed one yet. Not a miss. 3 for 3. Jetty goes out. Right, okay. That side of the plant. Which is about there. There we go. Boom. 4 for 4. Hello, gentlemen. Where have you been? I have missed you. Oh, I missed one. Death rattle of a skelly. Where's that kink? Right about. Come on, can I get them all? There we go. Boom. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, yeah. Big tough skellywig. Throwing your weight around. Think you're hard. There you go. Goddamn rowboat. Come on. I just want to get out. I don't want to swim all those individually to the ship. Guess I'm going to, though, aren't I? Oh, damn it. There's a sloop coming towards me. You may want to play. There he is. I see you. Yep, here he comes. So we're about to see some action, because this guy obviously wants to mess with me.
Okay, nearest outpost. It's going to be Sanctuary, so that's to the east. Okay, here we go. Hang on to your seats. Cannon fire is going to be incoming any second now. Oops, the motion of the ship. And boom. Oops. Need my blunder, which I don't have. Oh, hellfire. Ran aground. Oh, damn it. Yeah, that's some serious hole. Oh, man, that's not good. Jesus. So, the mistake that I made there in case you were wondering. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'll I see the question. Just bear with me a moment. I'm a wee bit busy. I'll be right with you. If you're good, and swim to their ship and hope that you hit their ladder. But you can easily miss, so... Right, so that's given them something to think about. In the meantime, I'm going to come back from the Ferry of the Damned. Hey, look at that. I arrived at Sanctuary Outpost without even trying. I must still have a hole somewhere. Or I must have hit a rock. I probably hit a rock when I was off the ship. Whoopsie. We've arrived at Sanctuary Outpost, everybody. With a bit of a clunk. There we go. I would guess that what that man there has just done is to fire somebody across towards my ship in a cannon. Yeah, here he comes. Yeah, so I did I said I didn't know what to charge, so I worked it out and got back to him with the price, and he said, you know, can you get to Oslo? I said, well, I can, but, you know, you'll have to sort all that out. You know, I can't, like, do that by myself. Bye, dude. He's dead. He's dead, but my ship's sunk, so that's okay. I'm not bothered about that, really. Could be worse. Or it will be sunk by the time I get back there. So yeah, I was flown out to Oslo and I did that, and then someone who I was working with in tour guiding, who knew that I'd done that, he had a friend of his who worked as an audiobook narrator, and he was in Stockholm and he was quitting, so he asked if he knew anyone who'd be willing to do that. So he came to me and said, and that was it. I worked in doing audio books, and then when I came back to England, I kind of just, you know, I got into it. I set up my own home studio, first of all in like a cupboard. Set up my home studio and been doing it ever since, really. Hey, mate. There you go. Well, he's not very good at this. It's even worse than I am. Oh, he got me. There you go. So he killed me and my ship sank, so I'll just spawn somewhere else now. You know. Thanks for the follow, Fallout Scrolls. You get the rubber glove. You're one of us now. Cheers, man. I appreciate it. I'm just kind of hanging around in here because... I don't know if you saw earlier. I don't know. Don't turn that on. I don't know if you saw earlier, but I was... whoa. Mermaid's Hideaway. Oh, that's Sailor's Knot. Okay. I ran a poll on Twitter to see like which games they wanted to play, and they kind of narrowed it down to thanks for the sparks, Pog. Appreciate it. They narrowed it down to Alien Isolation or Sea of Thieves, but it was an equal number of people voting for each one, so I never really found out what people wanted, so I just picked this because I figured there'd probably only be me in here most of the time tonight. Good old Pog's been here most of the time. Sorry, that's what I call Peasant Uprise. He probably doesn't like it, but I don't like calling him Peasant. That seems much worse. Yeah, I figured there'd probably only be me in here, and I didn't want to be scared out of my wits playing Alien Isolation, so I figured I'd just go into Sea of Thieves, but because of that, I don't actually have a plan. But no, honestly, I picked the game that I knew was going to scare the crap out of me the least. We just had a bit of a run-in with a sloop. That was 2 guys on the sloop, and you know, PvP is not my strong point in this. So I did come off the worst, but I only had 3 chests. I got 2 of them turned in, I killed one of the guys, and I kegged their ship as they were following me, and did slow them down, did a bit of a damage, so... I didn't come off too badly, really. Still got sunk, but I'm happy with how that turned out, really. So let's head for Sailor's Knot. Sailor's Knot. Because... I forgot about those kegs. Stupid. But yeah, so I don't normally do this, going around digging stuff up. I normally only go in to do Tall Tales and, you know, events like the Fort of the Damned and stuff like that now. But it is my favourite, it's my favourite multiplayer game, despite the fact I don't generally engage in PvP. Doesn't matter, I still love it. It's, you know... I do think there's a lot of sort of anger towards people that do... I don't really care about PvE servers, one way or the other, but I think there's a lot of anger towards people that do that's perhaps misplaced. I've heard a lot of people saying, well, it would divide the community even further. It's like, I don't really see how. I think, for the most part, really hardcore PvPers, and you may disagree strongly with this, but I think most of them don't want PvE servers because without the PvEers, you haven't got as easy prey, and who would dig up the loot for you to steal? I think it'd make it worse on the PvPers than it would on the PvE players anyway. But yeah, I don't think it's necessarily a good idea. What I think is a better idea is, as many people have suggested, I think a bounty system is probably a better idea, because I know a lot of PvP players that would actually welcome that because they like that sort of notoriety that they would get from it. And it would bring extra challenges, and I think they'd like that idea. So I think that's a pretty good idea. But some kind of notoriety system. I hate this place. I've cleared out Lost Gold Fort by myself a few times, but it's a nightmare. Your heart's in your mouth, because even when you finish the fort, like, so every wave you're like scanning the horizon to see if anybody's coming. But even once you finish the fort, it's like, I don't see. This is another thing that I do that hardcore Sea of Thieves players don't like, because coasting to a complete stop in the right place just takes too long. So I raise the sail, drop the anchor where I want it, then raise the anchor. It's just faster. It's just quicker. But the purists, Sea of Thieves purists, don't like that. This is not an active fort, Pog. When you're at an active fort, especially if you're on your own, a good idea to try and bring your ship between the island. I just do it out of habit now. Between the island and one of the cannon towers, because then the tower can't reach you with its cannons. But if another ship comes, they will fire at it. So you've got a bit less to worry about. But Lost Gold Fort is a nightmare because it takes forever to get up there. I hate the place. So when you've cleared out Lost Gold Fort, you do wave after wave after wave of skeletons, and then you defeat the the stronghold skelly, and you get all this valuable loot, including a stronghold keg. But then you've got to bring it all the way down to your ship from way up there, and it takes forever at Lost Gold Fort because it's not like just on a beach or anything. I hate the place. I hate it. I can also never remember which one it is. That one? Oh, I hate this place. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? That's Lost Gold Fort. God damn it, now I've got to go back and check the map. Stupid boy. Yeah, visibility's terrible, and hauling all the treasure when you've cleared the fort by yourself all the way down there. You're like this, checking the horizon every 5 seconds. Where are they? Somebody's gonna be coming. I hate it. Yeah, there you go. I was right the first time. Should have just stuck with should have trusted my intuition there. But I don't. I failed. That is why you fail. A PC player, right. I do have Sea of Thieves on PC, but I don't play it because the mouse motion of most games that are first person, mouse movement makes me insanely motion sick. And I get like motion sick within 10 minutes and I have to turn it off. So it's a problem. Whoop. For you. Burn in hell, skellywig. Yeah, so it bothered me. It did bother me for a long time because, point and shoot is a thing in my life and always has been. So when I moved to controller, it bothered me for a long time. But as games became more realistic and I started playing on my mouse and keyboard, I realized they were making me really sick. Even if the first thing I do when I play a game, any game that's first person perspective, is I widen the field of view and turn off motion blur. But even so, I got sick within 10 minutes playing this on PC, which is a shame because it looks gorgeous on PC. And it looks pretty good on the One X, but it looks absolutely gorgeous on a PC. It's fantastic, and I really wish it didn't give me such grief. Oh, great. Plunder Outpost Sunday, where I can see my woman. I have a bit of a crush on Madame Olivia. To my shame. Quickly, get a keg. Yeah, here they come. Wednesday. There we go, for God's sake. Wrong side of the island. Well, they haven't got a treasure chest off my ship because we're on it. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, boys. You're probably very nice people, since you haven't killed me already. Either that or you've just dropped up and gone aboard my ship. But I can't take that chance. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to drop this right by your map table. And make my exit. There we go. Sorted them out. Now, I left chest on your boat. You see, this is why I don't engage in PvP too much, because I'm kind of wondering if these guys were just being kind of cool and just like wanting to help me out. But I've had that thing that all... Hello. Yeah, he obviously like wanted me to kill him, wasn't really interested in killing me in revenge. So it's possible that they were being very pleasant, but I've been bitten by that same thing that all Sea of Thieves players have. We're friendly. Yeah. Like hell you are. Yeah, I've been bitten by alliances and the whole thing. So I don't, I don't buy it. What did he leave? Oh my, did he gave me a load of treasure. I killed him. Shit. Oh, God, man, I feel bad now. I feel bad. Should we do this message in a bottle quest for giggles? I got bored of doing these forts. Oh, not that bored. Hello, Meg. Are you the shrouded ghost? Are you balls? Well, leave me alone then. Have you ever seen a ghost? Or do you think it's a lie too? Have you ever seen a shrouded ghost? I never have. I know Falcor thinks it's a lie. Hang on a second. You're not the same Meg from a second ago. I was running into two of you. Crooked masts. Bugger off, Meg. There's a good girl. Oh, look at that. Just like that Wednesday. Cool as that. She disappeared Sunday. We're all right. Left us a note. Not interested in poking holes in a Meg. I encountered the Shrouded Ghost once, just after Shrouded Spoilers was released. Nobody at the time knew how rare... Yeah, like... insanely rare. Like, what the hell? But you've seen it, so that's cool. I'll take your word for it. It's real. I believe you. Hello, explodey barrel. of course. Bye, boys. Ta-ta. Hudson Hawk. I'll take obscure movie references for 300, Alex. I was actually just gonna ask you if if you're an insider, which I am, and I assume most people are, but of course I can't do that because I'm not supposed to talk about that sort of thing. I get in trouble talking about that on the stream. Joe Neat will come to my house with an angry parrot and a big Hessian sack. I'll have a hook hand by the end of the day or something. Or at least an eye patch. No. Oi, Galleon's grave. This is the sitting duck. Get everybody the feck out of the way. There you go, love. What am I doing this for? Stupid boy. Oh, balls. Really? Thank you very much for joining me. I have appreciated chatting with you. Well, I'm the one that does all the talking, as always. But you know how it is. Anyway, until next time, from Night's Arcade, this is Sleepless Night, saying nighty-night.